Topics in focus.
It sounds incredible for small and micro enterprise to set standards, even an international standard. Recently, two international standards for measuring the absorption capacity of sanitary napkin were officially released and implemented on the official website of the International Organization for Standardization (ISO). Surprisingly, these two standards were cited by small and micro enterprise in Shandong. The white powder on the left is the product of Haoyuan. On the right is a product of a well-known brand currently on the market when the simulated blood is poured on the different effect appear.
We can see this one on the left is rapidly absorbing. That one on the right is not absorbed. We can see that the one on the right is still inflowing, but the one on the left is no longer flowing. I had this technology 5 years ago, but exported the product abroad Chinese standards and not recognized internationally. There is no international standard to evaluate it yet. And then go to the international stage. But how to find this clue? I'm very confused. The biggest problem with setting standards is about the competitors. We know that it needs this kind of competitors, including many companies in Germany, Japan, America, and so on, produce similar products. However, some well-known domestic products and the corresponding products used by some brands are also produced by foreign companies. We are such an insignificant small and micro enterprise in China. We have a small market share and a limited global market share. Under this circumstance, it is a very big challenge whether it can be recognized by foreign countries in the formulation of an international standard led by China. Because the formulation of international standards requires all countries to vote together. We need every country to vote, need more than 2/3 of the countries in favor, and need more than 5 countries to nominate experts to participate. These two international standards can only be approved if these conditions are met.
For the formulation of this international standard in the past 5 years, under the coordination of the Standards Committee, Mr. Yang held 70 meetings with the experts from all over the world, exchanged 1,191 emails, and invited 23 experts from different countries to come to Haoyuan company site visit. This is not only a battle of intelligence and professionalism, but also a war of financial attrition. It is an extremely realistic test for Mr. Yang, who is determined to make it happen. The support of all parties finally allowed Mr. Yang to go through the various stages of proposal, preparation, committee deliberation, and increase step by step. Mr. Yang successfully transformed the core patented technology into international standards and cleverly the standard indicators into 2-step products with a blood absorbing time less than 15 seconds belong to first-class products, and the products with a blood absorbing time greater than 50 seconds are second-class products. This greatly improves the market competitiveness of our products and breaks the monopoly of foreign companies. The 2 international standards have been completed and overseas orders of enterprises are pouring in.
The standard has its duality. It is both a barrier and a tool for you to break through the barrier. Once it is formed, it is a barrier. If it is made, it is a barrier. If you want to make it, you need to break it. The standard in the hands of entrepreneurs and enterprises. It is the knife that cuts the cake of the market. Most of the problems we encounter in the national trade are mostly technical barriers to trade, and the core of the technical barriers to trade are standards, regulations, and assessments. So when we are in international trade disputes, more of them are standards questions. Therefore, international standards are passports for international trade. We formulate international standards, which means that the rules of the entire international trade are formulated by us, and it can promote the export of our products. In the arena of international trade, we have the right to speak, and we are the leaders.
And this time, the small enterprise has made a bigger standard, which also provides a broader idea.
For the managers of the standard industry, In addition to large enterprises, we must pay attention to the scientific and technological, the ability to formulate international standards. But we may also increase some support for small and micro enterprises, and then provide them with more opportunities and better understand their needs. Promote more small and micro enterprises to participate in the formulation of international standards. Also makes their business bigger and stronger.
Standards means rules, passes, and the right to speak. In recent years, with the development of economic globalization more and more, enterprises has gone abroad, including small enterprises gradually realizing the importance of standards. Seizing the high ground of international standards, from exporting products, exporting equipment, exporting technology, to exporting standards. This is the only way for enterprises to enhance their international competitiveness, and it is also the only way for China to move from a manufacturing power to a creating power.